Please be seated. Well, good morning everybody, and a very warm welcome to the Royal College of Surgeons of England for this diplomat ceremony today. A particularly warm welcome to those of you who may be visiting our fantastic building here in Lincoln's Inn Fields for the very first time. We're very proud of this building, which underwent a major refurbishment a few years ago and reopened about 5 years ago now. And a warm welcome to those of you joining online from wherever you may be around the world. You're all extremely welcome. Today is a day of celebration when we recognise the achievements of our diplomates. And for those of you who've passed your MRCS membership exam and FRCS fellowship exam, these are really very significant achievements, and we certainly congratulate you. Those of us here on the stage very well remember going through those examinations and remember coming to collect our certificates at the college a few years ago now for some of us. And a number of us on the stage have been involved with examinations over the years. And it's fantastic to see you here, to have this opportunity to join in your celebration and to see you with smiles on your faces, because we know that when you turned up for your exams, you didn't always look quite so cheerful. But it is a recognition of your fantastic achievement, and we're delighted to be able to welcome you today and to share in your celebration. It's also a very important day because we're conferring an honorary fellowship today on Mr. Mike McCurdy, former president of the Royal College of Physicians and Surgeons of Glasgow. Alongside, I worked with very closely over a number of years and has become a good friend. And we're delighted to have you here with your family today, Mike, and many congratulations. An honorary fellowship is the highest award that this college confers, and you are indeed very worthy of it. You can see on the screens behind me and in the hall a photograph of the painting that you will have seen down in our main atrium as you came in, I suspect, painted in 1543 by Hans Holbein. And it commemorates the event 3 years earlier in 1540, when the monarch of the day, King Edward VIII, conferred a royal charter to create the Company of Barber Surgeons. And Thomas Vickery, who's kneeling in front of him, received that and became the first master of the Company of Barber Surgeons. In the 18th century, the surgeons decided to go in their own direction and split off, leaving the Worshipful Company of Barbers, which is still one of the livery companies based in the City of London. We continue to have close relations with the Company of Barbers, and indeed there are a number of members of the company here on the stage. And we get together with them once a year to commemorate our combined history for a lecture and a dinner named in Thomas Vickery's name. You will also have seen down in the main atrium the statue of John Hunter. And many of you will wish to have your photograph taken with John Hunter, as many of us here on the stage have done. I have on my study wall a photograph of me standing next to him. He looks the same age. I look rather younger. But we commemorate John Hunter because he's seen as the father of modern surgery. He was the first person to apply scientific rigour to surgical diseases of the day in the 18th century. Clearly very different to the practice of surgery today, but he was meticulous in recording the symptoms and signs of surgical disease and applying that scientific rigour, which is so important to all of us in our own practices nowadays. He was also an inveterate collector, and he collected about 14,000 specimens during his lifetime. Human pathological specimens and also animal specimens. There was a great interest in the time in comparative anatomy, and he tucked those away in his 2 London houses. He had his city house, as he might have thought of it, in Leicester Square and Covent Garden, and what he might have thought about his country house all the way out in Earl's Court. When he died in 1793, that collection was left to the state and subsequently given to the Company of Surgeons, later the Royal College of Surgeons, to look after in perpetuity and to display to the public. And that is the basis of the Hunterian Museum that you see down on the first floor. And following our refurbishment, it's returned to its original position in the building. It is a fantastic resource, and I do hope you'll have chance to visit it perhaps today if you have time, or certainly please come back on another occasion. Even if you don't have a medical background, I think you'll find it's fascinating. It tells the history of the life of John Hunter and the development of surgery, and it's certainly worth a visit. You will have seen on the first floor, and particularly if you came in through the rear entrance from Portugal Street, an array of photographs of prominent female surgeons. And that reflects the strong initiative that this college has had for some years with our Women in Surgery initiative and forum, but certainly in particular in the last few years, following on from the report that Baroness Kennedy led, the desire of the college to ensure that we encourage more women to take up surgery, and indeed anybody who wishes to take up a career in surgery should have that opportunity, and we're committed to ensure that is the case. What I can say to you as diplomats is that you have a fantastic career ahead of you. It's an amazing privilege to have the opportunity to operate on another human being and for them to put their trust in you and with your own hands to make them better, and we should never forget that privilege. We're also at the start of a technological revolution, and some of you will be involved with robotic-assisted surgery, you'll be using genomics in your practice, and those will expand throughout your careers. Artificial intelligence is developing and will clearly change our personal and professional lives in ways that are difficult to predict at this stage. What I can say is that the college will be here to support you throughout your career. I hope that you will keep regular contact with us. I hope that you will take advantage of all the things that the college has to offer. I hope very much that you will visit this building frequently and take advantage of the Members and Fellows Lounge down on the ground floor, which is here for your benefit, for you to take advantage of when you come to the college, to meet up with colleagues, to relax, to have a cup of coffee. So enjoy today, enjoy the opportunity to celebrate your achievements and to do that with your family, friends and supporters who are here with you today. I hope you will continue to keep in contact with the college, as I've said, and help us to shape the future of surgery for you. So thank you. We now move on to the most important part of the ceremony, which is the conferral of an honorary fellowship. And Vice Presidents, please. Surgery is always about how you respond to unexpected events, so we might come and take this. Sadly, Professor Vivian Lees, whose name is in your programme, is unable to be with us today because of personal reasons, so I'm very grateful to our Vice President, Professor Frank Smith, who will read the citation. Thank you.
President, it's my honour to recognise Mr. Michael McCurdy, immediate past President of the Royal College of Physicians and Surgeons of Glasgow, for honorary fellowship of this college. Mr. McCurdy graduated from the University of Glasgow Medical School in 1985. He went on to train in surgery across Scotland, London and Manchester. In 1997, he was appointed Consultant General Surgeon with a specialist interest in breast disease at the Royal Alexandra Hospital in Paisley. Throughout his career, he's transformed breast cancer services in the Clyde region. He's brought together 3 separate hospital services into one unified, highly quality unit, helping to introduce oncoplastic surgery, screening, and comprehensive rehabilitation for patients. He's later served as the clinical lead for breast services across Scotland. A visit to the College of Surgeons of East, Central, and Southern Africa marked the beginning of a deep commitment to global surgery. Mr. McCurdy led the development of international partnerships through the Royal College of Physicians and Surgeons of Glasgow and served as a professional advisor to NHS Scotland Global Citizenship Programme. His contribution to global health continued through his trusteeship of the Global Health Partnerships and his role as chair of the Association of Breast Surgery International Forum. For nearly 2 decades, Mr. McCurdy served the Royal College of Physicians and Surgeons of Glasgow with distinction. He was a long-standing council member, Vice President for Surgical Education, and the college's first Director of Global Health. In 2021, he was elected President of the college, and during his tenure, he's also served as Vice Chair of the Academy of Medical Royal Colleges. He has also chaired the Joint Surgical Colleges membership group, which represents all 4 surgical royal colleges. On retiring from clinical practice in the college office in 2024, Mr. McCurdy continued his lifelong commitment to service, becoming chair of the board of the Accord Hospice in Paisley and chair of the NHS Scotland Global Citizenship Advisory Board. So it's an honour to recommend Mr. Michael McCurdy for admission to the Royal College of Surgeons of England for his exceptional leadership, his dedication to improving patient care, and his outstanding contribution to surgery, global health, and medical education. President, I present to you for admission as an honorary fellow of the college, Mr. Michael McCurdy.
Mr. Mike McCurdy, by the authority of Council and by the power vested in me as President of the Royal College of Surgeons of England, it gives me great pleasure to confer this honorary fellowship and admit you as a Fellow of the College. Many, many congratulations. Vice Presidents, please. So we now move on to the rest of the ceremony, and there's a little bit of stage management to be done as my colleagues move down the hall in order to bring up the diplomats to be presented to receive their certificates, and that's my opportunity to ad lib for a moment. And it's very appropriate that therefore I should tell a story about a visit I had to Glasgow. Now you've heard, and the diplomats will know, that there are 4 surgical royal colleges across the British Isles, and we get together on a quarterly basis because we oversee examinations and oversight of training. And I was travelling up to Glasgow for one of these meetings a little time ago, and having flown up, arrived at Glasgow Airport, and the most convenient way of getting from the airport into the centre of the city is to take a bus. It's quite a sophisticated bus. It's a double-decker with tables upstairs, and I was sitting there minding my own business, doing a few emails on my phone, when I became conscious of this young man standing next to me. And I looked up, and he looked me in the eye, and he said, "Professor," always a good start since I'm not a professor, "can I have a selfie with you?" This is not something that happens very often, I have to tell you that. So I looked at the woman sitting across from me and said, "I am not a celebrity." But he turned his phone round, and there was a photograph on his phone of him standing next to me on this stage a week before, when he'd been collecting his MRCS certificate. And by this time, 2 other young men had appeared and were standing next to him, and they were really very keen on having a selfie. I said, "Well, we've got to the centre of Glasgow now, we better get off the bus, and we'll do the photograph on the pavement." And he said, "We are 3 friends, we were brought up in the same town in Pakistan. I came to do the exam with this college and therefore got my certificate from you. My 2 friends are sitting the examination in Glasgow for membership of the Glasgow College, and I've come to give them some moral support." So we had the photograph, and I thought it was a very touching story. The only regret I have is I never got a copy of the photograph, but there we are. So it does, I think, tell us, first of all, the commitment that surgeons have to the colleges and the importance of passing those examinations, how important it is for our diplomats today. So I think we are now ready to proceed with the rest of the ceremony, and our Chief Executive, Jackie Weller, will read out the names. So thank you. We'll carry on, please.
President, I present to you a research fellow.
Jessica Bowie.
Many, many congratulations. Well done.
President, I present to you the Joint Surgical College's medal recipient for neurosurgery.
Maqsood Ahmed Makdul Rahman.
So before we make this award, I should explain that for each of the surgical specialties in the fellowship examination, a medal is awarded for the person who has the highest score in that examination. So it is a very, very significant achievement, and many, many congratulations. Well done. And here is your medal.
Thank you so much.
Many, many congratulations. Well done.
President, I present to you successful fellows in an intercollegiate specialty examination, fellows in general surgery.
Ahmad Abdalatif Mohammed Abdal Mola.
Many, many congratulations. Well done.
Nazra Noreen Alam.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done.
Emily Jane Britton.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done.
Hamir Mahmoud Mohammed M. Hasabala.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done. Thank you.
Daniel Claude Hughes.
Many, many congratulations. Well done.
Very much. Thank you.
Well done. Thank you.
Rajendran Velisamy.
Many, many congratulations. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you very much.
President, I present to you Fellows in Cardiothoracic Surgery.
Sharif Osmara Ahmad Abbas.
Many, many congratulations. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Well done.
Thank you.
Luke Holland.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done. Thank you very much.
Zahir Ahmed Tahir.
Many, many congratulations. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Well done. Thank you very much.
President, I present to you Fellows in Neurosurgery.
Devika Rajashekar.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done.
Anthony Matthew Roylands.
Many, many congratulations. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. Thank you.
President, I present to you a fellow in oral and maxillofacial surgery.
Sharisha Doganini.
Many, many congratulations. Well done.
Thank you very much.
President, I present to you fellows in otolaryngology.
Vishaka Lokesh Betadalhali.
Many, many congratulations.
Thank you
Well
so
done.
much.
Lauren Katie Bolton.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done.
Andrew James Mowat.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done.
Sorry, I forgot.
President, I present to you fellows in plastic surgery.
Andreas Giorgio.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Don't go. Don't go. Okay, well done. Thank you.
Sarah Pywell.
You have some friends. Many, many congratulations. Well done. Okay. Well done.
President, I present to you fellows in trauma and orthopedic surgery.
Sharif Mohammed Thawat Al Arian.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
Rafea Hani.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done.
George Clefturis.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Don't go. Don't go. Okay, well done.
Anurag Rana.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done. Thank you.
Chukudi Trevor Leslie Ozo.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done.
Samuel Thomas Waters.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Thanks. Well done.
President, I present to you fellows in urology.
Ryan El Hassan.
Many, many congratulations. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's take that with you.
John Raj Kishore Raja Thinagaran.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done.
President, I present to you Fellows ad Eundem.
Sivalingam Pranavan.
Many, many congratulations. Well done.
Aksat Malik.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done.
President, I present to you successful candidates at recent examinations for the membership of the Royal College of Surgeons of England. Diplomates from Ain Shams University, Egypt, Arvaz Jadindishapur University of Medical Sciences, Iran, Alexandria University, Egypt, Arabian Gulf University, Kingdom of Bahrain, Benhar University, Egypt, Dow University of Health Sciences, Pakistan, Imperial College, London.
Arion Romanos Alexopoulos.
Many, many congratulations. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Well done.
Mohamed Dehahi.
Many, many congratulations. Well done.
Norman Khan.
Many, many congratulations. Well done.
Amir Mohamed Papan.
Many, many congratulations. Well done.
Mai Gamal Abdal Mutab Sharif.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done.
President, I present to you diplomates from King's College London, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Ghana, Mahatma Gandhi Mission Medical College, India, Makerere University College of Health Sciences, Uganda, Mansoura University, Egypt, Sri Ramachandra Medical College, Chennai, India, and the University of Southampton and University of Salai Maniyar, Iraq.
Mohammed Abu Alain.
Many, many congratulations. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
Julian Aluwalia.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done.
Brawar Tamor Aziz.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you very much.
Ibrahim Jishanul Huda.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done. Thank you.
Moses Grace Kintu.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Thank you. Well done. Thank you.
Benedicta Odeye Enim.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done.
Shreyas Srinivasan.
Many, many congratulations. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
Charles Taylor.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done. Thank you so much.
President, I present diplomates from Bursa Uladag University, Turkey, City of St George's University of London, University College London, University of Birmingham, and University of Dongola, Sudan.
Ahmed Abdulhamid.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done.
Yahya Abu Saidu.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done.
Lola Aro Oshola.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done.
Emma Beck.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Nice to see Mum and Dad here, so well done.
Harry Costello.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done. Take that with you.
Lewis Hall.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done.
Rebecca Kitty Talliard.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done.
Menatala Yaqub.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done.
Vati Yuvaja.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done. Thank you.
President, I present to diplomats from University of Latvia, University of Leicester, University of Malta, University of Oxford, University of Perendennia, Sri Lanka, University of Warwick, and the West Bengal University of Health Sciences, India.
Lee Ann Brace.
Many, many congratulations. Well done.
Abhik Debnath.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done.
Sean Gallia.
Many, many congratulations. Well done.
Thank you.
Tilina Sanjaya Sundaruan Ilukumbara Hiwage.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done.
Noor Norma Homed.
Many, many congratulations. Well done.
Rebecca O'Neill.
Many, many congratulations. Well done.
Anna Palepa.
Many, many congratulations. Well done.
Olivia Pryor.
Many, many congratulations. Well done.
Thank you. President, I present to you successful candidates in recent examinations for membership of the Royal College of Surgeons via ENT route.
Ansia Bigam.
Many, many congratulations. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Well done.
Divya Bharati.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done.
Lalith Hemantra Bandarara Dasanayaki Mudayan Salenge.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done.
Madia Drebu.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done.
Samuel Jackson.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done.
Abdul Manan.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done.
Naomi Tabitha Mohana Rajan.
Many, many congratulations.
Thank
Well
you.
done. Well done.
Girish Kumar Ravandra More.
Many, many congratulations. Well done.
Thank you so much.
Nearly.
Conrad Orari.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done.
Maria Rose Thekakari Plazad.
Many, many congratulations. Well done. Well done. So that brings us to the end of the award of the certificates, but not quite the end of the congratulations, because I'm sure that all the friends, family and supporters of our diplomats will want to show again their congratulations and recognition of the achievement of our diplomats. So if I could invite everybody on this side of the hall and those at the back to be upstanding, and another loud round of applause for our diplomats, please. Thank you. Thank you. Please be seated. Now, diplomats, I think you will recognise that you haven't been on this journey alone, and you've been supported by your friends, families, supporters in many, many ways. Maybe some moral support, maybe helping with revision, maybe even some financial support. So I'm sure you will want to show recognition to your family, friends and supporters. So I'll invite you to be upstanding, please, and give a large round of applause to all your friends, family and supporters. Thank you. Please be seated. I'm now going to invite our newest honorary fellow, Mr. Mike McCurdy, to come to the stage, please, to give an address to the diplomats, please. So, Mike, please, if you would.
Mr. President, Vice President, Presidents, members of Council, diplomats, new fellows and members of the College, ladies and gentlemen. This, Mr. President, is a singular honour and the pinnacle of my career, to be welcomed here to the Royal College of Surgeons of England, the premier surgical institution in the UK and the British Isles, indeed across the world, and to be recognised an honorary fellow of your college, Mr. President, is a remarkable honour for me. I first came to this building in 1991, and as the President said, it was really very different then. Up here was a warren of laboratories, animal houses, boffins, because this was the home of surgical research in the United Kingdom at that time. I came back a few years later, just before taking up my consultant job in 1997, and by then, Mr. President, your predecessors had cleared away many of these laboratories and turned this into an institution for education and for surgical training. And you've remained at the forefront of education and training through these last 29, 30 years. Returning to the building now, it's unrecognisable from those years ago. Your new building here, opened 5 years ago. But one thing has remained constant, and that's, as you mentioned in your opening remarks, Mr. President, the statue of John Hunter. And I hope you'll all have a photograph taken beside the statue of John Hunter later this morning. And I'm delighted that John Hunter is here because he and I are from the same place, East Kilbride, 10 miles southeast of Glasgow. He was born there in 1728 and then followed his older brother William here to London, and as the President said, became the first surgeon scientist, and is really the foundation of our surgical practice and learning from evidence and observation. And he bestowed upon the college in due course his collection, the foundation of the Hunterian Museum. When my parents took me there in the early 1960s, East Kilbride was a very different place. But it represented new jobs, new homes, new opportunities. And they took me there from the smoke and the slums of Glasgow to begin my life in East Kilbride. It was a time of great hope and excitement. Rather like today, I think, for you new members and fellows of the college. Whether you're at the very beginning of your career in surgery as a new member or coming to the end of your training as a fellow, surgery is, as the President said, the most remarkable privilege. For our fellow human beings to entrust their bodies to us, for us to manipulate their tissues with our hands, is an extraordinary privilege. And I wish you well in your careers as I come to the end of mine, and hope they bring you much fulfilment and happiness. But you don't need me to tell you that sometimes there will be difficult days. There will be difficult patients. There will be difficult colleagues. There will be difficult managers. And in those days, I want you to think back to today and the hope and the excitement that you feel clutching your diplomas today, and with your mums and dads and partners and spouses and other family supporters here with you. Today is a great day, and look back on that in the years to come. Some of you might know of the Irish poet Seamus Heaney. He won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1995. He was the professor of poetry at Oxford University and also at Harvard. And his poems have made their way onto the school curriculum across the world. Midterm Break, in which he tells the story of the death of his brother, a 4-foot box, a foot for every year. Or Digging, when he remembers his father and grandfather worked manually with a spade, turning over the earth and cutting for turf. And he recognised that his life as a writer would be quite different. Between my finger and my thumb, my squat pen rests. I'll dig with it. And Heaney was from a little town in the north of Ireland called Balahi. And if you visit Balahi, there's a museum dedicated to him with all the things you would expect, artefacts of his life, a mock-up of his study, his books. And as I was leaving the museum, the lady behind the desk said, "You know he's buried here," which I didn't know. So I made my way out to St Mary's churchyard at the edge of town, and there is his gravestone, a simple stone, just his name and his dates, 1939 to 2013, and below that his epitaph, "Walk on air against your better judgment." Walk on air against your better judgment. And I thought, what on earth did he mean by that? And looking into it when I returned home, it's a line from his poem, The Gravel Walks, in which he was observing men shoveling heavy loads of gravel into wheelbarrows. And he imagined what it would be like when you let go of that heavy shovel and it's suddenly almost weightless in your hand. And thought how marvellous it would be to have that feeling of weightlessness, of not having a care, unburdened. And his advice to us in our lives is to walk on air against your better judgment. So in your careers, young new members and fellows of the college, I hope when you ever have a difficult day, you'll think back to today and that throughout your careers, you will walk on air against your better judgment. Thank you very much.
Mike, thank you. Very wise words. I'm now going to call upon our Vice President, Professor Peter Friend, to give the vote of thanks. Please, Peter.
Michael McCurdy, thank you very much for your wise and inspiring words. First, of course, we're so delighted that you are now an honorary fellow of this college. We value you and we value our relationship with the Glasgow College enormously. We have a very close relationship, and welcome to this place. You've talked about the important things that the colleges represent, the importance of training and research, but more importantly, I think you refer to the importance of observation and knowledge, going all the way back to the Hunter brothers, and these, of course, are timeless attributes which we need to hang on to. You've talked of the privilege of being a surgeon, something which I think we all feel, that extraordinary sense of trust in which our patients place in us. and the prospect of our new diplomats and the exciting and fulfilling lives they have ahead of them. So thank you very much for your words of wisdom, your words of inspiration, and your reminder that we should indeed, when the need arises, walk on air against our better judgment.
So that brings us towards the end of this ceremony. I would just like to extend my congratulations again to all the diplomats, and I hope that you have enjoyed the ceremony, you enjoy the rest of the day with your family, friends and supporters, and indeed, as you've been encouraged to reflect back on this day in the future, perhaps during those hard times. I'd like to invite you to join us shortly for some refreshment on the other side of the 6th floor, but in the meantime I'd like you to be upstanding please as the stage party processes off. Thank you.